Oh, we're live. Hey, I'm Stephanie, and you're watching Girlie Talk. Oh my gosh, I should have set up another light because this is not pretty on me right now. But I've been going since 5. So welcome to Girlie Talk. This is unscripted, unedited. Anything can be said and happen. You just never know what's going to go on. My guest today, Mika's out. Everyone go, I feel bad for her. She's still, if you read her, ironically, Mika, you can see what's going on with her. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, pass it on, give it to your enemies. If we offend anyone, I should say not my guest, but me. If I offend anyone, you know what? You can always watch it somewhere else and do something else. But we're here. It's the nitty gritty and it's all live. Nothing edited. Otherwise, I'm too cheap to learn how to do the music in the background. So my guest today is Miss NGRA. No, she's not a lesbian. This is an actual guy.
I never got close shave this morning.
So tell them who you are.
So everybody, if you didn't see the picture on the advertisement,
this is her.
Is me.
And that's the Mister. So tell them what you are. You're Miss NGRA, but tell them what that's all about.
Okay. So as Miss NGRA 2023, I am one of the faces of our organization. We go out and we are the ones that everybody sees. We go to Pride, we go to different clubs, and we host our bingo, our fundraisers. We have some home bars, but of course we're trying to unite our community.
Right, by all means. Well, the NGR stands for
Nevada Gay Rodeo Association.
And this is a huge part of, this is just a little part of a huge network all over the world, actually.
Actually, we are international. We're in Canada and North America.
Okay, well, that's part of the world.
That's part of the world. We are part of the world. And so anyway, we have 16 rodeo associations throughout. That's in Canada and then North America.
And the first one was just held this year. It's rodeo season right now.
It is. It's rodeo season. I'm so sorry.
It's just starting.
Yeah, it just started. And that was in Phoenix. Phoenix is the first rodeo of the year, and Nevada happens to be the last rodeo of the year.
And the next one is in May? Or is there one before that?
There is. There's going to be Texas that will be in April.
Okay.
And you're really testing me. Oh, my gosh. So anyway, yeah, so Texas is coming up. And throughout the year, we have all kinds of states. We have Utah going on.
We're going to Palm Springs, aren't we? The two of us are going to Palm Springs. We're going to
go to Palm Springs for hot rodeo.
Yeah.
And it is hot. It'll be hot.
Yeah. I'm excited.
I used to host Awesome August out there.
Oh, yeah?
In Palm Springs,
oh,
yeah.
God. You got to bring some, like...
Me and Kenny Kerr. We remember Kenny Kerr.
Some of them do. Some of them don't. She's dead now.
Yeah,
so.
she is. She's gone.
She's a family member of mine. So,
right.
You know, yeah, he was a lot of fun, especially on the road and stuff. I liked him better off stage than on stage because he's a little dirtier off stage.
Right. Yeah, he used to always, he'd call, my name is Natalie Blaze, if we didn't say that before. And he would call me every N name other than.
Oh, yeah, he would. Natasha.
Yeah, Natalie, or, Nancy, or Natasha, or, anything.
His favorite ones was Mary, Susan, and Eloise.
Yeah.
Those were his favorite names to call people.
Mine is Louise. Move it, Louise. Move it. Move it.
So, tonight we have something going on, and so I went to the fundraising committee board.
The rodeo.
Yeah, the rodeo for the rodeo. There's a difference between fundraising for NGRA and fundraising for the rodeo. Even though they're the same organization.
Correct.
They separate it. First of all,
it's business.
It's all business.
It's a business aspect that we want to make sure that they're separated. But they're
mind-boggling. I worked on Mardi Gras cruise. I've done window dressing. I did party planning. And it's mind-boggling what these few people that have volunteered, they don't get paid.
Okay.
That it's all volunteered to put on this rodeo. What they have to go through from getting the drinks to renting the place for the insurance with all the animals and the the doctors, the veterinarians,
Correct.
all of this that comes out. It is absolutely mind-boggling.
Right.
And I wish more people would attend it and know about it. That
Mhm.
or in our organization, I did join, and I'm
Mhm.
excited. The rodeo is extremely neutral. They're Switzerland. I love that.
So, yes, we don't get involved in other
We don't
people's.
get involved in BS or any of that. We mind our business, and it's a happy space for
Right.
everyone to come and join.
Oh,
All
absolutely.
genders, all creeds, everything.
Everything.
And it's really nice. And then Drew, she's, and I just have a hard time looking at you as a guy, so I'm just going to say she. You look like a big lesbian to me right now.
Here, let me
But
flip the collar. Maybe that goes.
that could help.
Helps a little.
Yeah.
Lip
Remember,
gloss, maybe.
that was the way you could tell the Bettys back in the 50s.
Right. I know.
But Drew puts together the little shows that we do throughout the year to help raise money for the NGRA.
Mm-hmm.
And they also donate money to the community. You help out the community too.
Correct. We actually
tell them about that.
Every year we have 2 beneficiaries.
Hey, Sam.
Yeah, hi, Sam. So anyway, every year we have 2 beneficiaries. This year we actually have the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence.
Those are the nuns that they have the white faces, and it's like a clown, and each color means something, but they have a program. The sisters are dear to my heart. Yeah. I absolutely love Sister Flo. I love Sister Lucy, but she's retired now. Sister Flo is the Mother Superior, I believe now.
Right.
And
Sister Isabella is a good friend of mine for a long time.
And what they have, well, first of all, if you're HIV and you're having a hard time getting your medicine, they step in, and usually they can right away.
They pay it. They take care of paying the medicine and don't require anything back.
Right. But the other thing they have, which I think is incredible, is that if you've had a drug problem over the years and you're trying to get cleaned up, they have a program called Second Chance that helps with that.
So you're teaching me a little something this morning. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I learned that through my friend Nomi Malone, who did that, who helped with that with them. They do a lot more than just what they think that the general public just thinks they do. They're in the community, and they're very Switzerland too.
Right.
Yeah, they are. And they make you happy when you see them. You always smile.
Seriously. Well, I'm going to say that I love this group. They're a little happier. I have a little thing with clowns, so it was hard for me. It took me a minute. But these sisters are much happier, fun faces.
And the outfits are so cool because each outfit is unique and it's different. So the rodeo helps them. They donate money to them so they can take that money and put it to where it's better use
however they need to
do. They do have a little convent, a little nunnery that's over in
the
commercial center. Over by where the old lounge used to be.
Right.
So we're dating ourselves talking about all that. So
used to be Maxie's.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And remember when Kenny owned it too. Kenny had it was like he had some gangster with him.
Right.
Not really, but
it used to have that little dinner area in the back.
Yeah.
Us professional girls would go and do our numbers and make our tips. And then
never have to leave the bar.
Yeah, and then we go out front and make maybe some more money.
Yeah.
You never knew. Anyway.
But yes, so the rodeo, if you've never been to one, you need to come because these girls, the females that are in it, they're rough and tough. I live for them, and the men. Okay, so if you're like cowboys, you are so. I kept hearing this name over and over at the meeting I was at, and I'm like, where do I know that from? I know he does he's from Colorado. I met him. He's beautiful.
So, well, let's talk about our other beneficiary because like I said, we have 2. So we have Wild at Heart Mustang Ranch.
Oh, yes. Tell them about that.
Amazing. And of course, rodeo, so we love our animals. And just to go a little bit back even further to talking about the rodeo and animals, we do make sure that we have our vet that's on site. We take care of our animals very well. They are treated
they are.
Because that's what we love. We love our horses.
Most of us are dog and horse people.
Right. But Mustang Ranch, they actually rescue and take care of
the wild Mustangs,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
And they actually have, I believe, 22 Mustangs on their ranch.
Isn't that going up toward Mount Charleston?
It is. Yeah. I can't wait to go visit and see. And I've seen some videos. They love those horses so much, and the horses, and they're like
big dogs,
family, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's one of them that will actually open their front door because he knows that they keep a bag of treats right there, and he goes right in the house, and he'll just stick his muzzle right in there and just start eating and having fun. And then the other horses are like, "Hey, what's going on? Why don't we get some?" So, but he doesn't.
So there's a competition. Because that's technically what it is. It's Miss NGRA.
Yes.
Excuse me. I was around smoke last weekend, and I'm still paying for it.
Right.
I hate smoke. But anyway, there's a lot of in-depth stuff. This is an organization. They don't just take your money. No. They want you involved. They want
Absolutely.
It is a hands-on organization that they don't. They understand if you work a lot and you can't do certain things, but they still want you involved some way, showing up at the meetings, showing up at the fundraisers or the board meetings or whatever like that. It's everyone knows everyone in this, and we become like friends and family.
A family.
And it's a good thing. But I was sitting there because I'm debating about running for all of this. You have to be a member. You have to go to so many meetings.
Yep.
They want you to know the ins and outs, the protocol.
Yep.
And I remember backstage going, well, why aren't we doing this? Why aren't we doing that? And then after going to one of these meetings, I was like, oh my gosh, I totally get why we're doing this or don't do this, especially with the wonderful sponsors we have.
Right, we do.
We have some really incredible sponsors. And so the rodeo is free to get in. It's one of the only ones free to get in.
Correct. We are one of the only free rodeos, and that's for anybody that wants to come. And we're family friendly, and making sure that children are welcome. One of the events that we do, which I just adore, is goat dressing. I think it's hysterical. So I got to be what we call a goat weight, and that it's not a fat thing. But anyway, they have me sit on a cinder block that has a goat that is tethered to the cinder block. So that's where the weight comes in, hoping that he doesn't run away. Anyway, and then two people can become a team, and one will have underwear, one will not. They'll both run across the line, go down. They will get the goat by the back legs.
We used to do that with the greased watermelon in the water.
Shut up.
It was hard to do. And we did it with pigs too.
I love it. Oh, okay.
The pigs are harder than the goats are.
I'm sure.
Because they grease the pig up. And then you have to catch them.
Wait, what kind of game is this?
But the tea was like, and there were more females involved in this than there were men. And the tea was the women had to wear the bras and like shorts, not like their panties, but like shorts.
Yeah.
And the men had to take their tops off and they wore shorts. And they were all greased up.
Right.
Along with the pig.
Right.
And you know how hard it is to catch, you know how pigs go.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But the goats are fun
in my life.
So Scarlet Fever, who's a member.
Oh yeah.
She's part of our show tonight. She asked you a question.
Membership, where do you go? Oh, for membership, you go to...
And the rules. And everything going on.
If you want to know anything and everything about Nevada Gay Rodeo Association, that is the page that you go to. Nevada Gay Rodeo Association. It will come up. You'll see our state there.
Is that .com or
.com. I apologize. .com. And then you can see...
Facebook also.
I'm sorry?
Facebook.
We're on Facebook. You can look me up. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I am Drew Owens, or you can Google Miss NGRA 2023. You can email me if you want to at missNGRA2023@ngra.com. And I will help you. But that's a great place to go.
But you also came for the girls out there that do drag for a living. You also came much like I did from a professional drag background. You worked big shows and all of that.
Yep.
So this is not like.
But you don't have to be professional.
Yeah, you don't have to be. But there are a few that are in this, and like Scarlet Fever she was a professional. Her and just drop names out there. Her and Dan Gore that used to do the big shows up in Tahoe. They're really good friends. Dan was George Michael lookalike back in the day. He's so good looking.
That's why I know.
I haven't seen the way he looks in years, so I don't know. But they kind of started out together, from my understanding, and I believe Scarlett was a Cher impersonator when she was younger and stuff. And then she was a former empress with the Imperial Royal Sovereign Court of the High Desert Empire. I always get that all mixed up. That's a mouthful. That's bigger than
Denver.
9 inches.
She's a Denver empress.
Yeah, she's a Denver empress.
Just say Denver empress.
Yeah,
and gorgeous.
And what that organization does, they strictly raise money. They have coordination, but it's all about raising money for the community.
And that's
which is wonderful, and we need that. We need that.
That's what we're all about.
Yeah,
the court, the Nevada Gay Rodeo Association, and we're trying to team up together and make sure that we're.
And you have the Empress Fanny. She's an actual real working queen, meaning she has several shows in town.
Yep.
She's glamorous. She's beautiful. The two of y'all have gotten together, and our organizations have. I'm with both organizations, but we've crossed.
Yep. Definitely, we want to work together.
Yeah,
absolutely, and we do. She's an amazing person. Both.
Oh, there it is. Imperial Court of the Rocky Mountain Empire. See, that's not as big of a mouthful as the one here in Nevada.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Leave it to the queen to name something, right? Right. But and what year was that, Scarlett? We're going to date you here. Yeah. You're number 32. I know they haven't had more than 32 years. So,
well, so I don't know. I mean, she's only 28.
But, I know. She used to babysit me. How can she be 28 now?
I don't get it.
But so I wanted to bring this to people that watch me and watch all of this. She's 32 going on 50. Right. But I just wanted to bring, because there's a lot of people out there, gay and straight. I'm sick of the bars. I don't want to go to the bars. I don't like to smoke. I don't drink, or I sobered up, or I did this. But they still want something to do. So if you can't come to the bars to see any of the fundraiser stuff we do, because there's always entertainment, singers, drag queens, all of it involved. Right. The rodeo, and if you have kids, you can always bring your kids to the rodeo. Right. We're not quite Tennessee yet, or
no. Oh,
we do allow. Yeah, we do allow.
Well, and what was amazing, going back to the goat dressing, so a team of two. Well, we had a gunkle and his niece, an 8-year-old girl, that decided to be a part of the community involvement, because you don't even have to join or do the actual competition part of rodeo. You can come watch. But with goat dressing, we allow the audience, if they want to come down and they think that they can do it, because it is fun. It's a blast. And we had a little 8-year-old that we gave a prize to.
I like watching the barrel racing.
Right.
I love watching. Reba. So Reba McEntire, if you watch me again or watching, I would love for you. I know you can't perform, can't afford it. I can't afford to pay you, but I would love for you to show up in September, the day.
Our rodeo is September 15th, 16th, and 17th.
But at least at the award show on a Sunday.
On a Sunday, on the 17th.
Oh, yeah. Or any of it, just to show up and say hi to all your fans, because there's so many of us out there. And we're doing tonight Women in Country Music.
It is Women's History Month, but we've decided to absolutely go to our history of country music.
And we pulled out some stuff from the archives. We're doing the tribute that they did on the tribute to Loretta Lynn on AMC. I'll be doing Reba. We have all of those girls. Miranda Lambert, which I found some wonderful music that I love her. I love her. And she's so tacky, it's glamorous, and some of the stuff that she wears.
I love it. She just wears it all. And that's what I love about it.
Well, let me show you this. So I'm going to show this on the mic. I impersonate Reba, but I can't always. I do all of my own sewing and stuff like that. Or if I can buy something and decorate it up, I'll do that. And I couldn't find the glass beads that I was wanting.
Oh, right.
And I made the outfit from the AMC where they did that.
Right.
I didn't really like it.
Mhm.
And I tried to copy it exactly. I couldn't get it.
Mhm.
So I was like, well, as long as I get the shape and I couldn't find, I did not really feel like beating the fringe myself. I was like, no, that's not happening. And you can buy it now.
Right,
And
you
it's
can,
just as
but-
cheap as if you do it yourself. I worked for a place called Cherry Hill years ago,
Mhm.
and it was out of Oklahoma City. And all we did was string beads. And originally you got paid by the hour. Then they cut that out, and it was by the strand. So
Oh, my
you wanted to
Lord.
do, it was good money. So
Yeah.
you sit and watch TV and do it.
Right.
I hate doing it. And you did it on fishing stuff.
Fishing line,
So
yeah.
I did this. This has to close. And I did this really quick. So I did, when you see it, I have to, that's the back of it.
That's
so I have to
gorgeous.
put the shoulder
love it.
pads in it to poof it up more like
Right.
hers. But she had a bunch of stuff over here, and hers was a little longer,
Mhm.
and she had some more green. But I just went with the cloth, and then I'll tell you, I took these big plastic stones I got at the 99-cent store. They're so pretty.
Right.
And they look good up close, but they don't do a lot of sparkle. And then I took, which is an old trick for costuming, is you take a little bit of sequins
Mhm.
and you put in, and it's a sequence that looks like a stone, or you do little mirrors. So I did that. And then I bought, oh my God, boots are so expensive. We need a sponsor.
We do.
Oh, and speaking of
we
sponsors,
We're going to get sponsors.
you can buy a buckle.
Mhm.
Tell them about that.
You can sponsor a buckle.
Yeah, that's it.
So
Sponsor.
sponsoring a buckle, you can do, we have 2 different kinds. We have our all-around cowboy and or cowgirl. Those buckles are $250 a sponsor. And then our regular buckles for the regular categories, because every category you get a buckle. But then at the end, we have our all-around cowboy or all-around cowgirl.
And they're nice buckles. They're like
beautiful.
silver, and
They're
they
beautiful.
they really are. And I
Yeah.
got to see where they were putting this together and the way they were designing it. It's like, it's so
We
worth
do.
for these cowboys and cowgirls to come out and win these.
Right. We
I
make
mean,
sure that they're unique and to our rodeo, Bighorn Rodeo.
They're not the same
name.
thing every year.
Exactly.
And so you can go on the website.
Yes, you can go on the website. You can
Give the website again.
That is Nevada Gay Rodeo Association.com.
Or NGRA
Or-
on Facebook.
No, it's going to be Nevada Gay Rodeo. You're going to
Oh.
spell it all out.
Oh, do you have to spell it out?
You
Oh, yeah,
do.
that's right.
You
You do.
do.
But if you type in NGRA, a lot of times that will pop up.
You might see, well, you'll see
I know on
that
Facebook.
person.
I know on Facebook, if you type in NGRA, it will pop up.
Yep. Here, actually, what I will show you is right here. So if we search and we, right there, if you guys want to,
Let's get up close.
see that. So right up there at the top, and you're going to see our state emblem with
Right,
NGRA
so we'll
on it. You're going to
Click on it, and that's the way it
and
shows up.
that's what you're going to see. That's how you're going to know you're at the right spot.
Right.
Okay.
And go check it out. And because we put everything that we're doing, our organization is very transparent.
We do.
And we even put up, from my understanding, from what I'd heard in a meeting, they do list how much everything costs to
Correct.
put everything on and where every single dollar has gone.
Yes, we're like we've said, this is all benefit. This is all to put on a rodeo in September every year. This is actually, this year will be our 24th. Last year when
I missed the first year the rodeo was here. I've been to every other rodeo.
We've both been here.
Yeah.
They started in 91. It was 7 guys at Badlands actually that decided, hey, we need to do this. We need to bring rodeo back.
I forgot
to
Badlands has been
NGRA.
around that long.
Right.
Yeah.
That was back when Raphael.
And that was way before
Yeah.
Charlie's, when it was
Oh,
backtracks
yeah.
and everything.
So anyway, rodeo actually started in Reno, and then it moved out to other states. And then these guys were like, "Hey, we need to bring this back to."
So back in
to
the
Nevada.
80s, and I was living in Oklahoma for a while, and it's huge there.
Mhm.
And the nationals, the internationals are
Mhm.
held there
Mhm.
this year. I think different cities bid, and I believe Oklahoma City's gotten it 2 years in
They,
a row
they
now.
got it
because
again. It was supposed to
did
be here.
They got a good bid, so
Yeah.
they went. That's the way the regular rodeo is.
Exactly.
Where okay,
Where's
bid
gonna
for
go?
it.
Yeah.
I used to watch my friend Patty Mel and others, and they would actually perform in the arena.
Mm-hmm.
and they would have to wear boots and everything because of the way it was.
That was me.
That was back in the day. That was
Yeah.
like the mid to late 80s in
Yeah.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It was it was big, and my brother used to tease about like all of these sissies, and I'm like, you've not really seen a gay rodeo, have you?
Well, exactly. So
these guys, you would, well, first of all,
it's amazing.
It's amazing because these are like men.
They're men.
They're men.
And women.
And
so
the women.
Here's the difference between rodeo and gay rodeo. We allow everybody to compete in whatever category they want to. Whereas rodeo, the regular rodeo, they do not allow women to do the bull riding.
Well, you know the joke.
Like
You've heard the old joke. What's the difference between gay rodeo and straight rodeo? In a straight rodeo, they say ride that bull. In the gay rodeo, they say ride that cowboy.
Right. Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Yeah, that's so true. There's some parties that come in from all over.
We do. So we have Colorado, we have Utah, we have Texas, we have California, we have Nevada, Arizona.
Is Washington up there too?
No, but Chicago just joined.
That was it.
We have New York. I went to the Arizona rodeo, and I got to meet just so many people from all over the country, and we did have people from Canada there. I didn't get a chance to meet with them, and that's part of what I love is as far as who I am as being Miss and Jerry is going to these different rodeos. I'm actually required to go to at least one out of state rodeo.
It's a major thing.
It is. It's a lot of work, but it's so much fun.
But tell them the difference between what you do here as Miss NGRA and IGRA, and tell them what IGRA means.
IGRA is International Gay Rodeo Association, and that would be the next level for me as Miss Nevada.
If you want to compete,
right?
You're not required.
I'm no longer required as a part of my title to represent. But if I want to, I would go to Oklahoma. That's where we're going to have
Didn't Kimberly Fox win it a few years ago?
She was a Miss IGRA, which is International Gay Rodeo Association. That was 2015.
Yeah.
And she's going to be at our fundraiser tonight, so you get to see her. I love her. She's just amazing.
She is she's one of the jewels.
A wealth of knowledge.
One of our jewels, yeah.
Wealth
she is.
Of knowledge. Oh my gosh.
But we have so many wonderful people.
We do.
And I just want to shout out to, Kathy and Brenda.
Kathy Alday is our president and has been
amazing. And Stuart, our vice president.
Stuart Black.
The work that they do, I don't know how, with full-time jobs,
correct,
families, everything, how they manage to do what they do with this.
It's hours of
hours.
Dedication.
No. As soon as the rodeo, Mardi Gras crew, we'd say, we worked all year on this. All we had to worry about, they had the people that knew where the venue was going to be, all of that all the time. But we basically had to get together and say, what's the thing going to be, and make costumes. And some of the costumes, the smart ones, would take a long time to make, but most of them 6 months in advance. I'm not going to lie. Let's just be honest about it all. Some of them, it was a little longer. And yeah, it did really take a year, but the nitty gritty of it was like 6 months. No, this is not that way. As the day the rodeo's over with, it immediately,
we're already thinking,
because if you don't, you don't get a spot. You don't get this, you don't get that. I mean,
we immediately have to schedule for next year we're at Horseman's Park. That's where we've
Tell them what
always.
That is.
And Horseman's Park is on Flamingo. It's right behind Samstown. It's an amazing park that we get to use.
It's big.
It is. It's big, and we have to make sure that we schedule. So immediately, as soon as our rodeo ends, we're automatically going. All right,
they're already starting to look at the designs and design the buckles. They're already, the big thing are the vendors. You can
food vendors.
Vendors. You can also be a vendor for clothing, art, whatever. You can do that.
Pet sitting, whatever you do, you can be a vendor,
right?
And bring to.
But it's mind-boggling how long it takes to set all of this up,
right?
And it's not just the glamour that they get to see with everything. It's like some serious work.
Yeah. And we have entertainment. So absolutely, if you want to be entertainment.
Tell them what just happened.
So I get to put together
Yes.
our entertainment for the day, not even just the day, but the 2 days. So Saturday, I will have all kinds of entertainment. I'm looking for.
And we're going to put out there. Well, I'm just going to put it out there. Stephen Wayne, I love you. You know I've loved you.
Right.
I need to contact you. And because we're working on this together.
I've already got 2 people. I've got LaWanda Jackson.
Oh my God, she's a legend in the drag community.
LaWanda Jackson has already said, girl, I'm in. Just let me know. Give me the call.
You know who we should get is your Dobbler.
My what? My Dobbler.
Yeah. Jimmy Emerson.
Oh my God.
Jimmy and y'all should do like a number together or something.
We have matching dresses. Jimmy gave me a dress. You know what? Jimmy Emerson.
He used to work in Massage. He was the Fat Madonna.
Yep. He did Rosie O'Donnell.
He had his own
that
club.
Was hysterical.
He did Roseanne Barr. He did all of this. He's a singer.
Yep.
He does. He's funny, but he would be a hoot.
Vita Drew.
Yeah. So we're working on this kind of together with at least one night of it.
Sammy Gonzalez.
I know. I love Sammy.
He's already kind of in.
Good. I was going to call him in. I was going to call and ask.
I talked to him this morning.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. So, because we've
both been here. I've been here since '91.
Okay. Yeah. I permanently moved here in the end of '99, beginning of 2000, because I was the Queen of Gay Mardi Gras in 2000.
Right.
But I was coming back and forth, off and on, working for Kenny and traveling and doing a bunch of stuff, and then just a bunch of crap. I just decided to move to Vegas, and I fell in love with it here. Yeah. Actually, it's cheap to live in. Mm-hmm. It has skiing resort not too far from us. Right. That's full of snow right now.
Right.
It has Red Rock, which is where all the indigenous people would live back in the day, like we're talking 100, 200 years ago, during the summer because it was cooler. Mm-hmm. We have the Ring of Fire, not too far. That's indigenous reservation that everyone goes to buy their cancer sticks and shit from.
Oh, okay.
But we also have all this entertainment on the Strip, but not just the Strip. We have, there's a restaurant you could eat, 2 restaurants a day for a solid year, never repeat here. Yeah. But we have in our different local clubs so much talent, so much everything that I'm not saying not to go to the big shows, but sometimes you're going to see some of the same people in those shows that you're going to see in ours.
Yes, you
will. And so, like, to me, like Stephen Wayne, Sammy Gonzalez.
He's a doll.
They, Hot Chocolate, Larry Edwards, all of those people. Those were
I have a story about him.
People they had set what kind of like what RuPaul is today. They were that.
Yep.
And still are that.
Correct.
And they are the creme of the creme. And you don't have to be a funny comedy queen. You can be like, when you see Steven come out, you're like, your mouth just drops.
Oh, God, yeah.
You just drop.
Gorgeous.
I mean, yeah. And his share, Celine, all of that. I mean, it's like, wait, those are guys? Like, those are guys. Not trannies, guys.
Right.
And then it's like, and like LaWanda, we worked in Cajun Lacoste together and all over. I've known LaWanda for years. One of the, I won't say the best because I don't want to get slapped by my other friends that do. But no, she is like one, if not the best, was Tina Turner. Now, she had a stroke not long ago.
Correct.
So it's limiter, but she still teaches. She was big in the pageant system. So she teaches classes.
She actually helped me.
Yeah.
She helped me.
On interview and all of that.
I reached out to her when I was running for Miss Nevada Gay Rodeo. And I said, hey, I need some help. How do I say this? How do I do this? What's your idea of how should I present?
And she coaches people. She has a big course coming up right now.
Absolutely.
And it's for all systems, for all.
She was a USFA, right?
She's been in all of
Miss Gay America. Yes.
Yeah. I believe she was Miss USA. I forget.
Yeah.
She's had so many
big
titles. And she's so well respected, and she's a sweetheart. Little tiny, like maybe 5'7" and about like this big around. But her Dionne Warwick
is phenomenal.
You would think you
know
were
what I
seeing
remember?
Dion.
I remember her doing Nat King Cole
Yeah.
and Natalie Cole doing
Half
the
and
half and half.
Well,
And
she
I was
started
just like,
out.
what? And
She
Back at the
started out.
Gypsy.
She does Prince too, but the
Right.
first time I saw her do the half and half, it was Lionel Richie and it was Diana Ross.
Yes.
And it was it was during Tony James's lip sync contest, and she was the special guest.
Yeah.
Remember that back in the day?
I do.
That's the person we need to reach out to too.
Tony.
Girl, you can't have no color. You
Tony.
gotta have the color.
Right.
You gotta have the color, as Miss Tony would say.
Right.
Tony he's a legend, a true legend in the city. So I still have his information, but I would love for him to come over and do. And it's not just limited to country music. You do you.
Yeah.
You do you. It's a show and about good time.
Right. Like tonight is the Women of Country History.
Right.
But absolutely,
well, we're doing a pie eating contest just for the women, right? Just for the lesbians.
Do you like pie? Do you like pie?
It's Christopher's in charge bringing
Christopher,
the pies. That's the mister.
But I'll bust it's pizza. It's pizza
it's
pie.
a pizza?
It is pizza pie.
Yeah, because you can't go around the boys without a little bit of meat.
Yeah, you got to have a little meat.
You got to have some meat. From what I hear, it's big, extra thick meat. And speaking of,
Jared is.
If you're turned on by Daddy Bears, you're Mister.
Oh my goodness! Yeah,
you're Mister. He good looking.
He
is.
They asked me, "Do you like him?"
Can be
oh yeah.
He can be very, very straight looking and acting.
I mean, look at that man.
Look at that. He's such a cutie. He's all cowboy.
He is. Well, but you know what?
What?
I'm going to tell you.
Tell me.
He was a miss.
Oh yeah, we don't need to talk about that. That messes with my head.
I know. No,
I remember him back in the day. He was pretty.
He was.
But he become all man. Well, he married this really good looking guy.
Yeah.
And they found soulmates together.
Yes.
And you kind of look at the two of them and go, I'm thinking of dirty things.
Right? Can I
be the mayonnaise?
Wait. I was doing this and I'm like, yeah, can I be in the middle? Anyway, but I have my own husband, so yeah.
Yeah, you do. Your husband's nice looking and sweet, just a sweetheart.
Yeah.
And so Scarlett's husband. I love Scarlett's husband. They used to drag together.
I know, together.
Oh.
Jim is yeah.
Yeah,
my husband is.
He cracks me up. I'll sit with him and watch y'all
in
between numbers and stuff, and he cracks me up.
Yeah,
he's funny. Yeah. So is Scarlett. Scarlett has a wicked sense of humor.
Seriously.
So now we have. You've heard of the Heathers.
Right.
We have the Scarletts.
We have the Scarletts. The Scarletts. We've just deemed them
both with the long tongues that are wicked.
Right.
Yeah. So we'll wrap this up because we've been on for 37, almost 38 minutes. And I really do appreciate you coming in and explaining about the rodeo and everything that goes on. Tonight we start at
7:00 is cocktail hour. 8:00 is our show time.
And we start right on time.
We
end right at 10. There's no overtime. There's no early time. This is when it is.
We're one of the shows that we're very
my show, my flamboyant show, which is now going to be my going back into Flex. We were wanted to, and I'll just say this, drag shows are kind of bar shows are known to start late, especially charity or fundraisers or organizations. Mm-hmm. My show never once in all the years I was there, we started like this because I'll take that back twice. Once because the DJ was late, and the other time the entire block during a storm, everything went down.
Okay.
And we still did it. We were only 5 minutes, and the other we were 15 when the lights all went out.
Right.
And that wasn't that long ago. And I will also say this: the court starts on time, but they go a long time. They go because there's so many people, and it's good because it helps them raise money. But we start right on time and
solid.
It's almost 10:00, or you're almost done.
Right.
We have our directors come up. Time. And I found out why.
Yeah.
It's all about our sponsors. It's
respect.
And respect for the show that's coming behind us to give them time to get in the dressing room. I don't think the bar really minds. Mm-hmm. But it's a respect thing, and rodeo is really big. And the way the rodeo looks at things is that, first of all, you have to earn respect. It's a very country outlook. And if you want to earn that respect, we have to give you that respect. But we accept expect the same thing in return.
Exactly.
It's a respect thing. It's
Right.
an adult thing. It's a respect thing. Also, the motto is to uphold and preserve the country way of life.
Right.
That is our motto.
Right.
That's why I don't use any F-bombs on stage.
We don't.
We don't do that.
We are, like I said,
I mean, we might have a few
family.
innuendos, but
Right.
nothing, you're not going to see, nothing. It might make grandma blush a little, but nothing that she hasn't heard.
Nothing dirty going on.
Nothing dirty going on.
Maybe a little something dirty, but
Me.
but not with the mouth.
I'm the dirty one, but
Right,
nothing with the mouth.
Right.
Nothing with the mouth.
Right.
And I pride in that. I love that.
Every once in a while it flips. Can't,
Well,
but
you know,
we definitely
and that's
try
only
to-
when you're in a bar setting.
Yeah.
And but that even then you get reprimanded for big
Correct.
time. So I want to put that out there so you can, if you want something a little different, you want something a little wholesome without being. It's not way over there and it's not way over there. It's right here.
And we're trying to create fun.
Yes.
So like we had a dating game.
Oh yeah, that was so much fun.
blast.
So the guy who was the actual bachelor,
Right. He was stuck in Florida.
but so cute.
He is.
But
Michael
that doesn't matter.
Madrigal.
He didn't need to be there. He
didn't
was
have to.
surprised.
He was surprised, and he is.
Oh, and so
surprised.
I'll show you. We do auctions. So my store, I sell Western jewelry in my store, and I'm donating a bunch of stuff. But these are going up. Let's see. They're all.
I love this one.
Yeah,
I might have to bid on that one
This
myself.
is from it's a Navajo collection.
Yeah, I think that would.
And
how that would go with my
then
little
this
shirt right
one, and this one is actually very unisex. Male or females can wear this.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this one, I have a lot of what I would call drag Western Native American style jewelry, and then we have the big rings and all that. So we get to wear. We don't have evening wear.
We don't. We have Western wear.
And explain what Western wear is with NGRA. And IGRA is totally different.
There are levels. So Western wear, we definitely want to show our feminine side. We want to see
Think Big Valley.
Big Valley, yeah,
Big Valley.
exactly. So we want to see the feminine. We want to see
and it's not overly.
girl.
It's real Western wear.
It is.
You can put a few stones here or there, but not costume.
No costume.
No
We
costume.
don't wanna
Not
see
like
a
what you
costume.
would see at the regular pageants. It's so different. You have to show your boots off.
Yep. Because yes,
There's no rules that you can't wear pants, but there's an unspoken rule. about it.
unspoken rule.
And
Yes,
but you
that's
don't want
great.
the Miss wins the crown. The crown's like this.
Crown.
The
I made it
crown's like
taller.
this.
I
Yeah.
did. I made it a little taller.
Because your hair's big all the time.
Always.
But yeah, the crown's like
Yeah.
it's really nice. And so they have talent and they have Western wear with question and answer.
Correct.
And that's it.
But
And they have an interview
no,
that you
they
have to go
interview.
to. Yeah, but I'm
Interview
talking
is
about what they're going to
separate.
see from stage.
From
what the
stage,
audience
right.
is going to see.
So what happens is and it's a contest. It's not a.
You're
pageant
basically
per se.
competing against yourself. You have to earn so many points.
You do.
And even if there's been a year or so where there was only one contestant, that didn't mean that we're going to win. You
Right.
have to know what's going on with the NGRA. You have to know the rules. You have to know the different people. You are applying for a job. Basically.
It is a job. I'm trying to find a picture with the crown, and there it is.
There it is. Let's
There's
get
my
up close.
crown.
That's the NGRA crown,
And
that's her all in drag and dressed up.
right at the Nevada
So
Gay
pretty.
Rodeo Association. We only have one person that's crowned, and that is our Miss.
And there's a lot of work that goes behind.
I work
But
hard.
The positive thing about this is, even
It's all
if you
positive.
don't get the crown,
You're
you
part
be-
of the team.
yeah, you become part of the team,
Absolutely.
and you're still out there and doing. But I mean, the crown. There's a lot of weight that falls on that. And then if you're in our IGRA,
Correct.
like it's the top 4, top 5 winners
Correct.
that are still part of all of this that goes out and they're seen and promoting and all of that.
And now
It's
we're doing
work.
it, and we're doing it at a larger level.
Yeah,
at
much
that
larger.
group.
It's like
Yeah.
going to Miss America.
Yes.
If you've ever seen like Gay America or regular Miss America, it's like that.
And see, well, and actually, I'm going to kind of do a little correction in the fact that I've been in the pageant system before, and that was Continental US of A. I ran when I was younger, and I'd get first runner-up, and first runner-up was, well, thank you for applying or coming along, and here you go. Here's a little money.
Thank you. Get the hell out. Come back next year.
Whereas the Rodeo Association, international and or state levels, you already said it. It's a family.
Yeah.
Because
you're all working for the same goal to put this rodeo on,
right? So
and to help the community.
That first runner-up, I was talking to my Mr. Christopher. I was like, "Oh, she got first. Oh, thank you." He goes, "What do you mean? That's wonderful." And I go, "Oh, my knowledge was like, oh, well,
right. Because both of us coming from a pageant,
right?
Totally different,
right? This is different. This is family. This is work. This is a team, working together to gain that.
And it
goal.
allows you to do drag. Yeah. It allows you to get well known. Mm-hmm. Also, it's improved your bookings.
Yeah,
like your regular bookings, right. Like any title
does
title,
that. Right?
Any title will do that.
But the biggest thing is that, so if I can't, if I had a first runner-up, which this year I actually was the situation where Stephanie was just talking about, I was the only
I think it's
contestant.
Harder. I think it was harder to do that because you're automatically competing for yourself, but what if you don't earn the points?
Exactly.
And you're the only person there. Oh my God.
Crack.
That's what I'm worried about.
I had other friends that helped me, and they're like, "Oh, well, how many people are competing?"
Well, Taylor Trash.
Yeah. She's
with the court now, but she's a former Miss NGRA.
And a part of our IGRA. She was a part of the team.
Oh, I didn't realize she was.
But
she's given me so many pointers. Kimberly Fox has stepped in to help with all of that.
Bootsy Carmichael.
Bootsy, I haven't talked to Bootsy in a while. She moved to Houston.
Yeah.
Houston,
right. Doing great down there. But that's just it, is that this is not like a regular pageant system where you go, oh, first runner up, thank you, bye-bye. And we only talk or see the winner. Well, now, that's where our team is different. So if I'm not there, Christopher's there, or if we did have first runner-ups, or second runner-ups, they would represent. I'd be like, hey, I can't go.
What makes it harder, I think, is because you have to do certain things to be able to become that.
Yep.
They want you involved. They want you understanding what they're about, and they want you to understand the rules. On their website, everything's listed.
Yep.
And you got to memorize that.
Yeah. So
I just remember faces.
100. You have to be 100. You have to be a member for 180 days just to be able to apply.
And the pageant, or excuse me, the contest is in December this year. That's when y'all give up your titles.
It's actually November.
Is it November?
It's actually November. My title is from January to December. The contest is in.
So they don't start taking over till January. Then.
Correct.
Okay.
Like my beginning of my reign was January.
Okay.
January was the beginning. I host all the shows all the way through December. The new crowned Miss will take over in January.
A lot of work
per year. And it is. It's
work and travel.
To be a part of, and
But I'll commend you. I love all the other ones have been great, but you're the first one in maybe ever since I've lived here. I mean, they knew who like Taylor and all of them were. They knew that, but you're the first I've actually seen that have physically gone into non-country clubs.
Absolutely.
Rap clubs, the whole 9 yards, wearing your crown, your makeup.
Yeah.
And I'm Miss NGRA, and I want to tell you about I felt very like it was a very Mormon thing. Let me tell you about Jesus Christ. Let me tell you about the NGRA.
Come on, man. Sit down. Let's have a meeting.
I mean, all jokes aside, you've been extremely visible in the community, and you're one of the first. I can't think of anyone else that has, they've worked here and there, but who has physically, when they're not doing a show, gone out to support other people.
Absolutely.
And other shows. You and Christopher both have been doing that. I find that amazing. And that's some really big shoes to follow, whoever decides. I'm still up in the air because it is a lot of work. I want to do it. I love competition. I love it. But I also would running a store. home life, all
It's
of that.
hard.
It's
It's
like,
hard.
how am I going to balance that? And
It's
so
hard.
I know I've been trying to get scarlet fever.
I'm a retail queen, and trust me, it's
Yeah.
difficult getting that schedule and making sure that I'm
Yeah.
off, that I can go a vacation. You know.
Well,
just
anyway,
regular
we've
time
been
off.
talking forever
A long
here.
time.
So we're going to go. I want to thank you.
Of
I hope
course.
you come
Thank
back. I
you.
want to bring Christopher in and make him open his shirt up so they can see all
Right.
that fur.
It is.
He's
It's
so
great.
sexy.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is. If only he dated
And the heart
girls.
is amazing.
If he dated the girls, I'd beat his husband up. There we are.
There we are. We're back. But
Okay,
anyway,
so we're going to end. See you later. Thank you.
see you tonight, 8 o'clock.
At Badlands.
Badlands.
In Commercial Center. By the green door and by the dirty.
Mm. Bye, guys.
And by Hawk's Gym. Bye. He does that from time to time. See, this is all